Thomas L. Friedman, Hot, Flat, and Crowded, Why We Need a Green Revolution, and How It Can Renew America. Welcome to the summary of A Hot, Flat, and Crowded, Why We Need a Green Revolution, and How It Can Renew America by Thomas L. Friedman. This book highlights the paramount challenges of global warming, diminishing resources, and the consequential impacts on humanity that arise from these issues. Friedman argues that America must take a lead role in addressing these challenges, ushering in a new era of green innovation. As you delve into this summary, you can expect to learn about the alarming consequences of human consumption, the need to rethink the American dream, the opportunities in energy and climate challenges, and the importance of price signals and economic incentives in creating a greener world.
Walled-off America. The American consulate in Istanbul is heavily guarded and off-limits, a terrorist captured for an attack on the British consulate revealed. The book asserts that the U.S. has similarly isolated itself from the world and from rational thinking about critical issues such as global warming. Powerful oil and car companies have impeded laws and policies that could have made the world a cleaner and better place. Now, more than ever, America needs to step up and help the world solve one of history's most challenging crises. Innovate or perish. The world is now in the energy-climate era, with resources dwindling and repugnant regimes holding power due to easy oil money. The threats of climate change, energy poverty, and biodiversity loss require innovative action and infrastructure. Developed nations were caught off guard by this shift, but addressing environmental concerns is crucial for achieving economic development, human rights, and global peace. The countries that create tools and industries to address these challenges will lead the era, and failure to act will make achieving other goals impossible. It's time to innovate, or perish. Unsustainable consumerism. The world's population is estimated to reach 9 billion by 2050, and most of the growth will be in unstable nations. However, the appeal of the American dream of consumption and convenience is drawing in an enormous number of people. This is leading to a rise in energy demands and a proliferation of power plants, which is accelerating global warming. The resource-intensive American lifestyle is unsustainable and physically impossible for every person on Earth to achieve. We must learn to exercise hard restraint to avoid global environmental catastrophe. The dark side of oil wealth. Countries with oil money are stuck in authoritarianism without true progress due to the abundance of resources. Dependency on oil has fueled terrorism and prevented positive reforms. Oil-rich countries face a unique challenge, managing their huge wealth while also trying to encourage their citizens' participation, innovation, and education. The abundance of oil resources discourages them from investing in their people, as they don't need to depend on them for economic growth. This lack of investment leads to authoritarian governments, where the people have no real voice in their countries and no room to grow. Moreover, petrodollars have fueled the rise of terrorism. Saudi Arabia's Wahhabi Islam has spread through the Middle East, and the same cultural background has failed to create democracy and progress in other oil-rich countries. Bahrain, on the other hand, was the first Gulf state to exploit oil, but due to the decline in oil supply, it shifted towards democracy and women's rights. However, while some countries make progressive changes, demand for oil remains high, and countries with oil can get a free pass for their flawed governance structures. Until the demand for oil falls, oil-rich countries will continue on an unsustainable path without positive reforms. The book emphasizes the need for alternative energy sources to end oil dependency. In summary, the abundance of oil resources can cause more harm than good, leading to authoritarian governments and the spread of terrorism. Dependence on oil also prevents necessary progress and development, leading to a potentially unsustainable future. The impact of energy poverty. Over 1.6 billion people worldwide lack access to electricity, leading to energy poverty. Energy poverty is intertwined with numerous issues affecting developing nations, and climate change has only exacerbated these problems. Without electricity, many individuals resort to cooking over indoor fires, leading to adverse health effects. Rising energy prices also impede the infrastructure of developing countries. However, resolving energy poverty has the potential to boost family incomes and improve education. Overall, energy poverty is a significant issue that requires attention and resources. Climate change impacts. Changing weather patterns are causing odd things to happen globally. Elk in Montana are descending from the hills much later, while snowpacks are declining in western North American mountains. Maryland's daffodils are blooming in January, and droughts are calling for prayers for rain from world leaders. Melting tundra is releasing billions of tons of carbon and threatening biodiversity, putting human life at risk. The greenhouse effect created by burning fossil fuels is amplifying these disasters. As species go extinct, there is not enough time for science to learn about them, making urgent action necessary. IT's role in creating an energy internet. IT could revolutionize the U.S. electrical grid and promote energy efficiency by enabling integration and intelligence. The U.S. grid, still fragmented due to its origins, could benefit from emerging IT technologies that allow for surplus energy sales and greater home energy efficiency. According to McKinsey Global Institute, homeowners could reduce electricity consumption by a third by using energy-efficient appliances, fluorescent light bulbs, and insulation. IT innovation could help transform the outdated electrical grid, allowing homeowners to generate, store and sell energy, leading to a cleaner, cheaper, and more secure energy future. The hard road to green living. The popularity of green living has grown, but implementing substantive changes requires tough political choices and sacrifices. Going green offers opportunities, such as reducing dependence on Gulf oil imports and positioning the U.S. as a leader in the energy-climate era. However, it is a controversial and challenging path to take. The greening of America demands cooperation and tough decisions to face global warming challenges. Economic policy for a greener world. Economic policy can incentivize environmentally sound behavior and solve hot, flat, and crowded world issues. The energy internet can provide better business growth and efficiency by smoothing out energy demand. Entrepreneurs will be motivated to go green when it's cheaper, better, and faster. A green technology bubble would be the best solution as it leaves useful things behind. The government's role is to establish the economic playing field and price signals. Regulations can incentivize innovation and improve economic performance. General Electric Transportation's energy-efficient, low-emission locomotives exported worldwide are a result of regulation establishment of emission caps. Energy independence and national security. The U.S. Army's Green Initiative is portrayed as an innovative and cost-effective solution that not only saves lives on the battlefield but also cuts down on expenses. Using energy-efficient foam to insulate tents was a creative way of reducing electricity needed for air conditioning. Alternative power drastically reduced casualties, hence improving the Army's ability to innovate. Corporations could also benefit from this strategy, leading to new innovations for export and valuable talent attraction. The bottom line is, green innovation is a feasible solution that drives growth, security, and innovation. The urgent call for preservation. Natural resources are being destroyed by pollution and overfishing in China and Indonesia, making it crucial for the public and leaders to commit to preservation efforts. Green technology exports are making Chinese entrepreneurs wealthy, but there is still a need for expanded preservation initiatives in both countries. American democracy presents challenges, but the country can still make necessary changes by committing to a green revolution with the same level of national dedication as the civil rights movement. The government can launch this movement, and corporations will follow when regulations and price signals align with their interests. We must act now to save our planet before it's too late.
In conclusion, Thomas L. Friedman's Hot, Flat, and Crowded paints a vivid picture of the pressing environmental challenges we face today. As the world's population continues to grow, the pursuit of the American dream becomes increasingly unsustainable, necessitating a green revolution. Amid these concerns, America must step up to help address critical issues like climate change, energy poverty, and dwindling resources. By embracing green technology and establishing economic incentives for sustainable practices, the U.S. can position itself at the forefront of the energy-climate era. As you reflect on this summary, consider how we as individuals, communities, and nations can contribute to the global effort of building a cleaner, greener future.